Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out mean comments 2. That's right guys, some people hate me. Some people hate me with a passion, some people hate me with a slight passion, some people hate me with a whimper, but there are people out there who hate me. And so today I thought it would be fun to check out these mean, rude, sometimes kind of funny or a little bit confusing comments and just, I don't know, read them, kind of, I don't know, talk about them, make fun of them. Sometimes I have something actual to say and retort to them, so I think it'll be fun. And I didn't want to just do mean comments. Last time I did this type of video, I did like fun comments as well, but this time instead of doing funny type comments, I'm just gonna shout out some regular commenters on the channel, just like 2 or 3 of them, and just say a big thank you for commenting. So look forward to that at the end of the video. And again, if I miss you guys, and there's a lot of you guys who comment very regularly, so if I miss you or if you're not in this video, I am very sorry, but just know that I look forward to seeing your comments all the time. I just thought I'd highlight a few of you guys just because I think it would be really nice. And by the way, I'm not like blurring any of the usernames and stuff. I know it might be the better thing to do, but you know, they kind of commented all this stuff publicly. They took their time out of the day, so I thought I would just honor them and their commitment, their time commitment, by leaving their names there. So our first comment of the day is a comment on one of my Clockwork Orange video where I was disturbed by that movie. It's a disturbing movie, and this guy had something to say about that. So my quote in this video was, "I think I'm in for an uncomfortable watch," and he said, "If you didn't like that, you're not gonna like the rest of it." And then later on in the video, at some point, I don't remember the context, they said, "Maybe I'm just dumb," which is something I say sometimes if I forget information. And then he said, "Yeah, probably." So according to his comment, I'm dumb because I found the movie uncomfortable. The movie's supposed to be uncomfortable. Like, I don't know anyone who's watched A Clockwork Orange and not been uncomfortable or squeamish by it. I don't know. I get a lot of these types of comments where, because I'm a younger person, because I'm part of Gen Z and stuff like that, people always call me woke and they call me a snowflake, and that's just because, you know, I react to these things, like these squeamish movies, in a squeamish way, and then people kind of say that I'm dumb or an idiot or a snowflake for reacting like that. And it's just a weird comment. There's no basis to it. It's just people saying woke for the sake of woke. People don't even know what that word means anymore. And yeah, I think this comment is just dumb. Also, I remember in the last video I ranked everything. You know, I totally forgot to do that for this one, so we're not going to be ranking today. We're going to be having fun, but maybe if you guys want to rank them in the comment sections, like funny, not funny, stuff like that, you can. I think that might be fun. I'd look over your rankings of what your favorite of the mean comments were, what your least favorite were. I think that would be pretty fun. The second one of the day is a beautiful comment here by someone called Christian Lang 348, who says, I'm assuming it's a he says, "Pointless video, get a skill, you dumb." And I just want him to know that, you know, this isn't the only thing that I do in life. I don't just sit here and watch movies. I have other things to do in life as well. And one of those things is to read your fun comments. So thank you so much for commenting. It boosts the video. The next comment is one that I actually really enjoy. I've read this a couple of times. I've shown this one to my friends. We've all had a good laugh at this one. It's just a very simple, easy to read and understand comment. Stick your finger up your ass. I don't even have anything to say to this one. I just like this one a lot. It's really fun. One of my favorite things about this is that it's not even like it's just my ranking video. If you look to the side, it says my top 50 movies, number 10 to 6. It was just one of my ranking of my favorite movies. So he either did not like the movies that I put there, or he wants to genuinely see me do it, and I can't decide which one, but either way, this is a pretty top tier comment. This next comment is actually one of my favorite comments I've ever gotten in terms of mean comments, because it's very confusing to me. Now, the comment is, "You are a stupid idiot, not at all, keep watching the movie," and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angry emojis. Yeah, I don't know if this guy is trying to tell me that I'm an idiot or if he wants me to keep watching the movie, because on one hand you can read it like, "You are a stupid idiot," and then, you know, he's saying like, "Why are you watching the movie?" But on the other hand, you can read it as like, "You're a stupid idiot, not at all." So he's like reversing it, you know what I mean? He's like, "You're not actually a stupid idiot, keep watching the movie." But then the emojis at the end tell a different story, so it's kind of roller coaster of emotions that he brings you on, and you're left feeling a little confused and dazzled by the spectacular storytelling that this guy has in his comment writing ability. This one wasn't necessarily a comment that was directed at me. It was just a funny comment. It was just a comment where some guy was saying that this movie, he's talking about Saltburn. It was a very recent reaction reaction of mine, and he just said that this movie was crap, dumb, and just downright boring as hell. And I gotta say, if you hate this movie so much, then why are you watching my reaction to it? Thank you for the comment, I guess. This comment is quite long, and I'm not gonna read all of it. There are just two parts that I want to talk about in this comment. The first part is the second part of the sentence. This is on my Pulp Fiction reaction, by the way. I comment on my Pulp Fiction reaction, and they say, "You are projecting at 21:50, that's the timestamp, that, quote, this kid is probably getting so bored at this point. It is you that is getting bored." And I just have to say, if you've listened to my review at the end of the movie, you know that I love Pulp Fiction. I was never getting bored during Pulp Fiction. Why is me suggesting that a kid who is listening to some old man monologue for like 5 minutes, like, why is that a projection? If I was a 5-year-old kid and I had to sit and listen to some old man talk about a watch that he kept up his ass for years, I would be getting bored. You know what I mean? The kid was watching TV. I'd want to go back and watch TV. I don't really understand how that equals a projection of me being bored with Pulp Fiction. If I really enjoyed the movie, I feel like he wasn't really watching the reaction. He just wanted something to be angry about because, again, I'm Gen Z and Pulp Fiction is not a Gen Z movie because it's not woke. And then the last one that I don't know, he has like 4 points, and his last point is also a little strange. We're at 50:11, that's the timestamp. He says that your highest praise is null and void by the fact that it won an Oscar for best screenplay. Could be the highest praise in cinema. And I do think that an Oscar for best screenplay is one of the highest praises in cinema because it means that your screenplay is absolutely fantastic. When did I ever say that it wasn't in Pulp Fiction? I think I had a whole section of my review dedicated to how good the script was in Pulp Fiction and how much I enjoyed the dialogue and how much I loved that the dialogue overlapped each other like a real conversation, and that I thought Quentin Tarantino is kind of genius with the way that he writes movies. It may not be for everyone, but he is a genius in the way that he writes movies, and he writes really engaging movies. So I don't really know if he actually watched my video, and if he did watch my video, I think he watched it with the intent of hating me in the first place. Like, I praised the script, and then he goes on to say that my highest praise, which may have been me praising the script, is null and void, even though I'm and then he goes on to praise the script. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. He kind of leaves me a little bit confused. He leaves me wanting a little bit more from his comment, like a little bit more information, because I'm a little bit confused at the moment. And yeah, overall it was just, I don't know, it was a strange comment. So my man Stephen, I don't quite know how to say your name. I'm gonna call you Stefan because I feel like it's actually Steven, so I'm gonna call you Stefan. Stefan Marley on my Dune reaction just replied, moronic reaction to a masterpiece, and he got 8 likes. 5, I can't read, I guess 5 likes, and that means that 5 people agree with him that I had a moronic reaction to a masterpiece. And this was on, again, my Dune reaction. And Dune 1984 is definitely a movie that a lot of people love, but it's a movie that I didn't like that much, and I said so in my review. I said a lot of good things about that movie, I said a lot of negative things about that movie, and overall I thought that there were a little bit more negative things than good things in my opinion. But I never said that I thought it was bad to like this movie. I thought that people would like this movie. There are definitely things to like about this movie, and nostalgia plays a big factor in how people view movies as well. And Dune 1984 has a lot of love according to my comment section, which is absolutely fantastic. But it just felt like a lot of people on my Dune 1984 video, not just Mr. Stefan over here, but a lot of people on my Dune 1984 video thought that the movie was only good, and I was not entitled to my own opinion of thinking that it wasn't very good, and they had a lot to say about that, and Stefan here was one of those people. I don't necessarily think Dune 1984 is a masterpiece. I think the new Dune movies are masterpieces, but if you don't think those are masterpieces, that's okay. All the power to you. I love that you love Dune 1984. It's just a little strange that people people have their own opinions of things, but they can't accept that other people have their own opinions of things as well. This is a comment on my Red Dawn video from about, I don't know, I think I released that video about a year ago, and I still get some very negative comments to this day. It gets a lot of negative comments because I did not like that movie. I thought it was very propaganda heavy, like war is good propaganda heavy, and this was probably the most negative comments I've gotten on my reactions ever for a video, because I got so many people calling me a snowflake, calling me woke, saying that I would never survive in war and stuff like that. I don't know, I got a lot of angry people. I get that people love that movie. I didn't like that movie, and I was being honest in my review, and this guy had something to say about that. I hate this guy. Hi, and he quotes, hi, and today we're watching something called Citizen Kane. I never said this, I guess, but he's quoting me that I would say this, I guess. Hi, and today we're watching something called Citizen Kane. I'm such a dumb I've never heard of it, but I've had my 6-pack of Coke, so here it goes. I mean, I guess he kind of gets my intros right. I can't lie. I do say, hi everyone, and today we're watching. So, you know, the first part of his quotations is actually quite accurate to my channel, but I don't think I ever call myself dumb. I mean, actually, I do call myself dumb sometimes on my channel, so that's a little interesting. But it seems like this guy doesn't like me for some reason. I wonder if it's because of my viewpoint on the movie, or if it's because he knows me so well that he has the right to say all of this, and he's just 100% right. This one by Mr. Gregory over here, I just don't think he understood my joke. This was on the movie Hot Shots. If anyone's seen Hot Shots, it's like just a really fun spoof movie. You can check out my reaction. It's really, really fun. And basically in that movie, I said that this is what Top Gun should be. And so Gregory replied, quote, what Top Gun should have been, unquote. Dumbest thing I ever read. I don't think Gregory got the joke. And just don't do jazz hands in the future either. Ever. I don't know what his problem with jazz hands are. Maybe he got traumatized by them as a child or something. But Titus, close your eyes if you're watching now. This guy commented on a jump scare where I got scared because, you know, it's a jump scare, so I got scared, and he just said, are you 5? And I gotta say, I'm actually 6. Okay, and those are kind of all the mean comments I've gotten. I actually don't get that many mean comments, which is actually really nice. I have a really nice community of people on the channel, and I would like to highlight a few of them right now. I really appreciate everyone who comments, and I wish I could highlight every single person who comments, because 99% of you guys commenting are the nicest people in the world. You give me so many fun facts, you give me so many cool tips, you just have really interesting things to say, and I love reading all of your comments. But I also love reading the hate comments, which is why I did this video, because I think it's fun to share the hate. To share, here's hate, and here's hate, and here's hate. I think it's really fun to share the hate with you guys, but I also want to share the love. And so today, here's just a few people who have kind of always been there commenting, who make my day whenever I see the comments. And again, I'm not going to be getting everyone. There's some people out there who also comment every day who I may not have put in this video, and I just want to say, if you're not in this video, I do apologize. I do read your comments and I love them so much. But without further ado, let's take a look at some people who I think deserve recognition on this channel. Our first one here is a guy called Josie Arigui 9069. Now again, I'm very sorry if I mispronounced your name, Jose. I'm just gonna call you Josie from now on. Josie. Josie is someone who comments a lot on my videos, and I just want to say a big shout out to him, a big thank you. His comments are always so nice. He always goes, hey Ollie, thanks, or hi Ollie, thanks. You know, if you, I'll be flashing some of his comments up here, but he's just a super nice, genuinely nice guy who just is very sincere with, you know, saying hello to me. Almost every video I can expect a little hi Ollie, or hello Oliver, or something like that, or thanks for the video Ollie, and it just makes my day every time. He has a Paddington one that he says, hi Ollie, beautiful movie, amazing reaction, charming movie. You know, he's just like, it's just nice to read his comments. And Jose, thank you so much for commenting. My next shout out is for someone called Aunt Vesuvi 3872, and Aunt Vesuvi comments on almost every single one of my videos with many thanks, or a thank you Oliver for this reaction, and then sometimes she also follows it up with a little fun fact or a movie suggestion, and it just makes my day whenever I see her comments. It's so fun. She's even emailed me a few times just giving me suggestions on other movies out there that would be really fun to watch as well. It's been a really nice experience having her in my comment section. So like this one, many thanks to Oliver and Huxley, many thanks to Oliver and Harry, you know what I mean, thanks Oliver, and then the little Star Trek Spock thing, which I can do now, guys, I can do. It's been so awesome. But it's just been so genuinely nice to see her in all my videos, and I always look forward to my Aunt Vesuvi comment whenever I release a video. And the last person I want to say thanks to in this video is a guy called Big Gator 5. Now, if you watch my Star Trek DS9 reactions, you may have seen him in my premiere chat, because he's there almost every week on Wednesday mornings to watch my Star Trek reactions along with me. He's also in almost all of my comment sections, giving off fun facts, giving off really cool things. He writes really, really long comments, and while I may not interact with all of them, I do see and read all of them in depth, and they're just so much fun to read, and I hope you guys enjoy reading them as well, because again, they are so detailed. detailed. It's like he does his research, and it seems like he does do his research whenever I watch a movie. Either he's a big brain genius guy who knows all of these really fun facts, or he takes the time out of his day to research some cool things about a movie or a TV show or an episode and put them in my comment section for me and all of you guys to read as well. And either way, he's taking the time out of his day anyways to write these really long and awesome comments, and I just really respect it and I really love reading them. And so Big Gator 5, thank you so much. He has some really funny things. He always opens his comments with like quotes. So, you know, in Clue he says, Professor Plum, you were once a professor of psychiatry specializing in helping paranoid and homicidal lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur. Like, always these really fun quotes, like his favorite quotes from the movie, it seems. Another one is just classic sexy movie. This one isn't a quote, but you know, you can tell that he loves this movie. Another one is a quote from Pulp Fiction, whose motorcycle is this? You know, just like, he just introduces the comments in really fun ways, and then goes on to have these really nice fun fact segments, and I really enjoy it. Big Gator 5, thank you so much for being on my channel for so long and commenting on almost every video for so long, being in my Star Trek premiere chat and all of that. Just really love having you around on the channel. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this hate comments video, as well as this video that kind of, I was hoping to honor some of my commenters, just because I think that some of them deserve the praise and the recognition for just kind of always being in this community and putting their voice out there to voice their opinions on a movie and TV show, to say thank you for my reactions. It's just genuinely nice to see them and so many others like them out there in my comment section. I think it's such a nice little community that I have. And yeah, while it's really fun to talk about the hate, it's also really nice to talk about the good. And so I'm really glad I got to talk about the good in this video that is mostly mostly about hate, but the hate is pretty fun to watch, or to read, I guess. The hate is pretty fun to read, and I hope you guys enjoyed reading those hate comments along with me as well. Anyways, that is going to be it until I get more hate comments. You know, maybe in like 6 months I'll do another one of these when the hate comments start to stack up again, because you know, by 6 months I'll have a reasonable sum of people who dislike my videos to do another one. So if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and maybe you'll see another one in about 6 months. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for my next movie reaction.